Welcome to Sci-Fi Stories. If you love stories of courage and mystery, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. They sent the galaxy's deadliest warriors to be broken, a class where survival was almost impossible. Then a human teenager showed up, wearing a hoodie. The Galactic Academy's Class Alpha X was designed to break the unbreakable. It was where empires sent their finest, genetically perfected warriors, psionic elites, and augmented supersoldiers. The survival rate hovered around 12%. Those who graduated didn't just earn rank. They became legends. Commander Vexter stood before the newest intake, his 4 eyes sweeping the assembly. 47 cadets. 23 species. Cringe shock troopers encased in reinforced exoskeletons. Deadliest psionics capable of crushing minds. Thermal-resistant Pirants from star-adjacent worlds. And one human teenager, wearing a hoodie. Cadet Thompson, Vexter said as his translator crackled. You seem underdressed. Ethan Thompson glanced up from his datapad, earbuds hanging loose around his neck. Sorry, Commander. Didn't know there was a dress code. A ripple of chittering laughter spread through the alien cadets. The human looked soft. Average height. No visible augmentations. No warrior markings. He'd wash out in the first trial. The first trial was atmospheric adaptation. Each cadet was sealed inside an isolation chamber. Oxygen levels, pressure, and temperature fluctuated violently. Most species could handle 1 or 2 variables. Alpha X demanded adaptation to all 3. The Kryn warrior collapsed after 8 minutes, respiratory failure shutting him down. The Deadliest lasted 12 before neural hemorrhaging forced evacuation. Emergency extractions activated one by one. Ethan sat cross-legged in his chamber, eyes closed, breathing steady. 20 minutes. 30. The environment reached extremes that should have liquefied his organs. He yawned. After 45 minutes, Vexter manually ended the trial. Ethan emerged, scrolling his datapad. Are we done? I was in the middle of a podcast. The second trial was combat endurance. Neural inhibitors prevented lethal force, but pain was real. Cadets faced endless waves of combat drones programmed with fighting styles from across the galaxy. The Pyran cadet, a living furnace, collapsed after 18 waves. The long-standing record was 23. Ethan dodged instead of blocking. No wasted motion. No flashy techniques. Just efficient violence learned from sports fields, playgrounds, and human instinct. Wave 30. 40. 50. Is this supposed to get harder? Ethan asked, ducking under a plasma staff. Vexter checked the controls. Maximum difficulty. The drones were operating at 300% standard parameters. How is he not exhausted? Someone whispered. Endurance predator physiology, the Academy's xenobiologist murmured. Humans evolved to chase prey across continents. They don't stop. They just don't stop. The third trial shattered minds. Sensory deprivation mixed with psychological warfare. Simulations dredged up fear, failure, and trauma. Ethan emerged after 6 hours, the longest endurance on record, looking mildly annoyed. Your AI needs better material, he said. I've had worse anxiety dreams about forgetting my locker combination. By day 7, 39 cadets were gone. By day 14, 45. Only Ethan remained, alongside Calfex, a Kren Pro prodigy engineered for war. The final trial was simple. Survival. Dropped on a hostile moon. Minimal supplies. 50 kilometers to extraction within 72 hours. Calfex crashed through the jungle like a living tank, armored muscle tearing through everything in his path. Ethan walked. He identified edible plants through pattern recognition. Set snares using shoelaces. Found water by watching insect behavior. When predators came at night, he climbed trees and waited, with the patience of someone raised bored in suburban sprawl. Calfex arrived after 68 hours. Blooded. Exhausted. Victorious. Ethan arrived 20 minutes later, eating fruit, hoodie tied around his waist. He wasn't even breathing hard. How? Calfex demanded. How are you not dead? Ethan shrugged. Dude, my mom made me do yard work in July, in Texas. Compared to that, this was basically summer camp. Commander Vexther reviewed the data again. And again. Every metric confirmed it. The human hadn't just survived Alpha X. He'd found it easy. What do you consider difficult? Vexther asked during the graduation ceremony, a ceremony of one. Ethan thought for a moment. Calculus, he said. Definitely calculus. A pause. And talking to girls. That's terrifying. The galaxy had spent centuries engineering warriors. Humans had evolved on a planet that tried to kill them daily. Then got bored and invented math and social anxiety. Vexther submitted his final report. Recommend revised difficulty standards. Current Alpha X parameters inadequate for baseline human physiology. Request authorization for Alpha XXX curriculum. Ethan was already asleep in the back row, hoodie pulled over his head, unaware he'd just redefined impossible.